Good morning. Thank you for clicking on my channel while I drink my coffee. I'm about to do that right now. Just a sec. Simonifique. Telling you that first sip, I love coffee. I just drink it in the morning. Pardon me, my voice is still cracking because I'm going through puberty. I think we discussed that a little bit the other day. But coffee is so delicious, right? When I was working, it was probably coffee multiple times a day, but now I just do it in the morning and it's fantastic. And I love my flavored creamer. I'm going with the pumpkin spice because I am A, festive, and B, hooked on pumpkin spice. If you guys don't like pumpkin spice out there, whoever doesn't, what is wrong with you? I don't get it. It's so delicious. Please hold. Okay, let's move on. So we left off yesterday that I didn't want to people and I didn't want to adult, and I had to take my dog to the vet, and I didn't do makeup. I just brushed out my hair and went, and wished I could have gone in my pajamas. And then I didn't really feel like going to dinner last night. And you know what? Went and had a fantastic time. We laughed our butts off. The couple we went with is amazing. And I'm so glad I forced myself. And sometimes you just can't give in to what's going on up here. And it's so hard. Menopause messes with your head so much. People don't even realize that they might even be going through menopause. Like, I think back now, and okay, it's 2019, but I think back to like 2014 and 2014 and the beginning of 2015. And I think I started the perimenopause. The perimenopause sounds ridiculous, but I guess I really didn't educate myself because I thought I was going to maybe get a letter in the mail saying, hey, guess what? You're in perimenopause. Menopause is coming. Put your seatbelt on. I didn't know what signs to look for, and I wasn't conscious of it. And I think as women, we're not educated enough. Gemma, Mommy's talking. I don't think we're told a lot about it early on, so we know what to expect. I think for a lot of us, and please comment if I'm wrong, if you've had a different experience, I think all of a sudden we start feeling like we're losing our minds and we're sweating a lot, and that's kind of how we figure it out. And I think if we're better prepared, we could maybe start some form of, I don't know, vitamins don't work for me, things like that. But maybe they can work for you, or we can start other forms of treatment ahead of time to not start being crazy. I remember I was at my job one day and I literally was like miserable. And it wasn't because of the job, because I loved my job. I loved the people that I worked with. I worked for a plastic surgeon for 8 years, and he's amazing and incredible and hilarious. And I think I was just going through a lot of psychiatric changes, and I just didn't feel happy. And thinking now, looking back, I'm like, my God, it had nothing to do with my job. I was mentally going through something that A, I didn't understand, B, I wasn't really aware of, and C, I wasn't prepared ahead of time. So anyway, enough with that, but maybe this will help a little bit. There is a list of symptoms that I shared with some of my friends, and a lot of them, like over 5 or 6, like over a handful of them, messaged me back, and they were like, wow, I've had that for a really long time. I had no idea that I was either in perimenopause or menopause. So, hey, you know what? I thought today, why don't we go over just half of the list? I guess there's 40 clinical signs, and maybe you have some of these, maybe you don't, but if you do, hey, guess what? You're not going crazy. You're not losing your mind. You're not, just a depressed person saying life sucks or my life sucks when it really doesn't, and trying to figure out why. There are reasons why our chemicals are off, okay? It's just science. It happens to our bodies, and obviously men don't go through it because, well, I have to talk to God about that. But let's conquer the list, shall we? Sips of our coffee, right? Or whatever we're drinking today. But doesn't coffee make it all better? Or if you're drinking like an herbal tea with something yummy, delicious, and that you're enjoying, doesn't just these little simple pleasures of life just sort of put a smile on your face? Okay. All right, yeah, I know I'm crazy. It's just who I am. Hopefully the glare is not in my glasses too much. It's too early for contacts. Okay, I call this list part 1, Dear God, really? Really? First one, ladies, hot flashes. We do need to talk about it. I mean, because sometimes I just thought I was just breaking a sweat and sweaty just because I was a little bit overweight, or I live in Las Vegas, so the climate's always warm, so I just wanted to was just sweating all the time. No, guess what? Hot flashes. Hot flashes. Okay? Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Once again, I know we talked about hot flashes yesterday, but have you ever had one and then you're like, dear God, you just are like pouring sweat and your body becomes overheated. And then when it finally passes, when you finally cool back down, you're exhausted because it wears you out. Okay? Fun fact. Yay, hot flashes. Remember, the title is Dear God, really? Cold flashes. Possibly I could welcome those because I hate the heat, but I have only recently started to have these symptoms. I might get super hot, and then one day I'll come down and I'll be like, oh, it's so chilly in here. How cold is it? And I look at our thermostat and it's like 72, 73. Now, normally for me, that's boiling and I need it like 68, 69, normally. So I've been noticing like the last couple, 4 or 5 months, I've been getting kind of chilly. All right, let's try to go through this sooner because I know y'all got to get going and don't have all day to sit here. Night sweats. May see a show of hands. That's a pain in the neck. You know, that's the covers on, covers off, covers on, covers off, covers on, covers off, which also equals no sleep. We don't have to color that. Clammy feeling. Haven't really noticed that feeling. I'm glad that that's one, I think, of the 40 that I don't experience. Heart palpitations. Absolutely. I'm in a menopause support group online, and everyone, I mean, a lot of people keep messaging, do you feel like a rapid heartbeat? Do you feel like a palpitation? Yeah, it happens. It's real. It's very strange. You just sit there for a second and you're like, am I having a heart attack? Is this anxiety? What's going on? No, it's menopause. Dear God, really? Yeah. Gotta love that one. Here's a fun one. Dry vagina. Of course, why not? I mean, it only goes to say that we should have a dry vagina if we're going to have the rest of these, right? I'm not even going to talk about that. Get some lube. You'll be better. Aggravating. Fatigue. Heck yeah. Just feel tired, run down like you ran a marathon and you don't. Ugh, horrible. You just feel, ugh. And this comes with anxiety. Well, we're going to talk about anxiety another time. I've actually realized that I've started feeling anxiety when I was a little girl. And I thought I had stomach problems and was actually out of school for a month getting diagnostic testing and being on medications because something was just wrong with my stomach. And I realized today as an adult that it was anxiety, and I've actually had anxiety my entire life. And thank God I'm on a Zoloft. Oh, no, not on a Zoloft. I started with that. I'm on Cymbalta now, but yeah, I've always had anxiety. We're going to cover that in another topic because that's a whole thing on itself. Depression, right? You feel sad. You don't know why. You just feel like you want to stay in bed all day. You don't want to get out of bed. You don't want to get out of the covers. Bingo. Okay. That's also another sign of the chemical imbalance of menopause. Once again, getting back to our title, dear God, why? Really? Okay. Let's see. Poor concentration, memory loss, lack of focus. Yes, yes, and yes. In a conversation, things will just go, you're not losing your mind, your chemicals are off, you just need to get them adjusted. You feel like you're having a senior moment, but you're not a senior, or you feel like you're getting on-site Alzheimer's and dementia. Guess what? You're not. It's the menopause. Okay, incontinence. We've covered that the other day, and oh joy. Itchy skin. Yes, just patches of skin or even eczema. And, you know, it is eczema, but guess what? It's caused by menopause. Okay, more fun. Achy joints and tense muscles. That's half the list right now. I have many of the above. And I really hate it when people say, oh, you know what? Allie, you just need to start exercising more, drinking more water. Okay, I drink a ton of water. And exercise? No. I don't exercise because, well, I hate it. I did it in my 20s every single day for 2 hours all through my 20s. And now I'm in my 50s, I'm 54, and I don't love it. I can't, first of all, when you're having hot sweats and you're feeling irritable to begin with, The last thing that you want to do is go into a room and start sweating more and pushing yourself to the limit where you fatigue your muscles. I'm already fatigued. What am I gonna do? Slip out of there on my stomach? It's crazy. It's just exercise. I can't go out for a jog and come back and feel like, whew, I feel great. That was awesome. Hey, if it works for you, more power to you. Have a good run. Doesn't work for me. Yeah, exercise, not my thing. A lot of injuries with exercise. Right, Gems? Yeah, that's right, sister. You know it. Oh, P.S. I've tried it. Okay, I've done I did the bar class. I committed to it, signed up for it, did it, hated it, sweated my ass off. Yeah, sorry, my ass, I'm saying it. And I never sweat so much, and literally I thought I was going to kill myself. And you know what? After the class, I didn't feel like, whew, I feel so good. I'm so glad I did that. I feel good. I'm glad I pushed myself. Yeah, no, I didn't have any of those. Gemma, quit it. I didn't have any of those endorphin feelings or satisfaction and joy. I just felt like, dear God, why did I do this? I need a cold bath. And then I would go take a nice cool bath, get out and start sweating because it's menopause. Okay, I think I'll leave you with that for today. Let us mull over these symptoms. If you are experiencing more than one, or even if you're experiencing just one, maybe it's time to get a little checkup and see what your doctor says. There are supplements out there. Just because things didn't work for me, don't lose hope. Everyone's different. It's just science. It's just chemicals. I say make an appointment with your OBGYN. Stat. Okay? Anyway, let's enjoy another sip of our beverage together. All right. Have a great day. I hope I gave you a laugh or two, because you know what? We're going to get through this, and it's not the end of the world, although sometimes it does feel like it. Have a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for clicking on while I drink my coffee. And if you want, because I don't have a huge enough following yet, I think I have, 3-4 people following me now. I'm not doing these on a consistent time basis. So if you'd like to, just subscribe to my channel and click the bell so you can be notified when the next vlog is up. Once again, have a great day. We're gonna get through this. Talk to you soon. Bye.